Good afternoon to you from US 95 southbound, just west of the California-Arizona border. Today is Wednesday, December 9th, current local time of 3:02 in the p.m. and warm temperature outside is 72 degrees out here in the California-Arizona desert, and very deserted it is. So yeah, we're currently hauling Amazon, an Amazon trailer, Amazon freight, from Bakersfield, California, out to Phoenix, where we're gonna drop this trailer off and then pick up a different trailer and haul that on down to Tucson, and then basically call it a night down there in Tucson, and then kind of do the same thing in reverse, essentially. I think we're gonna maybe take something from Tucson back to Phoenix, and then take that back to, and then drop that off and pick up another one. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked at all the details for the return trip, but we're gonna basically end up back in Bakersfield, or maybe actually Fresno, which is where this trip kind of started. It was a really weird thing this morning, the way this trip began. Yeah, it was just a really weird thing. I don't know that I really feel like getting into it right now, but I don't know. Let's see, I think where I left off was I was arriving over at the yard, boss's yard over there in Stockton, Pittsburgh, and basically dropped the trailer off there, and we did a couple things with the truck, and then shortly after, basically ended up going over to Flying J over right off of 12 and I-5 to hang out, basically waiting. The idea was that I still had, like, I don't know, 7 hours or something left of drive time, 6 or 7 hours for yesterday's shift, and he was going to look for something for me to kind of finish out the day. And so he's like, "Oh, go hang out over there, and you know, I'll let you know as soon as, you know, I got something ready for you. It might be going to Reno, it might be going to LA." Okay, fair enough. So I sat there and hung out and kind of just waited and watched some videos and stuff, and got something to eat. Waited, and I was looking at my clock, just my clock run down to the point where it got down to about an hour's left. And next thing you know, I get the call saying, "Okay, I got a load for you for tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. down in Fresno," which is about 2.5 hours south of where I was, and that was at, like, oh, I don't know, like 9 or 9:30 or something like that. So I basically had to, like, I was getting ready to go to bed. I had like 1 hour drive time left. I'd been up since, I think, 6:30 or 7 yesterday morning. And next thing you know, I'm hopping in the seat, bobtail, and driving 2.5 hours down to Fresno. So I got down to Fresno, I think at about 11:30, and basically shut down the truck about 10 miles away from the Amazon in Fresno. Hopped in the rack and did the best I could to try and get to sleep, but That's usually easier said than done. It usually takes me at least an hour to fall asleep. And last night was it was even worse. I don't think I got to sleep until like 2 a.m. 1:30 or 2 a.m. was the last time I remember seeing the clock. And next thing you know, I'm hopping up at 4:15 to make my way the rest of the 10 miles over to the Amazon that I parked there to go begin this trip. And so right off the top, I'm like, man, I did not get enough sleep. This was not done with any consideration to the fact that I had been up since 7:15 in the morning yesterday. Just none. No consideration to it at all. You know? Like, none. I mean, even if I had been able to just fall straight to sleep, like the minute that I got there, down there in Fresno, yeah, I still only would have gotten 4 hours of sleep, which is just, you know, and the thing is with this load is, it's a team drive load, which means it's got to be run straight through, and it is longer than I have hours available on the trip, which is why it's a team drive load, right? They know what they're doing when they plan these things. So anyhow, so I pop up about 4:15. I got to be there at 5. I get over there to the Amazon, and I'm tired. I'm tired and yawning and just sleepy and grumpy, cranky. And I get over there, and I pull up to the gate after waiting for about 15 or 20 minutes behind this one truck that just seemed to be just all kinds of technical difficulties figuring out what this truck was going to do. Right there at the gate, right there in front of me, just like 15 or 20 minutes just sitting there. To pull up to the gate and say, yeah, he goes, okay, so you're bobtail. I says, yep, I'm bobtail. Okay, well, you're good to go. And I'm like, well, yeah, where do I pick up? He's like, nope, you're just bobtail. You're good to go. See ya. You can go up there and turn around and go on. And I'm like, dude, no, I'm pretty sure I'm here to pick up the trailer. Nope, it says right here you're just bobtail. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm bobtail. I mean, I'm not here for no reason. I'm beginning a trip. Where's the load? Nope, that's it. And I'm just like, all right. So I pull up and I pull out, and I'm just like, man, what kind of sick joke is this? So the next stop on this trip is Bakersfield. So what it turns out, and I don't know why this worked out like this, is that now I'm basically running down to Bakersfield bobtail after I'd just driven down to Fresno bobtail in the middle of the night to go pick up a load, which is what I thought I was doing in Fresno. I have no idea why anybody would have sent me and stopped me in Fresno. But basically, I probably lost 2 or 3 hours of sleep due to that too. That's time that I could have been sleeping and getting rest for today. And like I said, nobody gave any consideration to that whatsoever, period, end of story. I don't know why. I mean, I would have just driven all the way down to Bakersfield and I would have gotten probably 2 or 3 extra hours worth of sleep. So, I don't know. So, needless to say, I wasn't too happy about it. I'm still not too happy about it. I'm not happy at all about it. Actually, I think it's pretty freaking disrespectful and rude, but what can you do? So I get down to Bakersfield. Oh, well, yeah, that doesn't even, yeah. Once I get back, so here's the thing. So I get back on 5 after spending now an hour, maybe hour and a half, just dilly-dallying, right, needlessly, pointlessly, without any reason or cause in Fresno. Hop back on 5 or 99, I guess, maybe at that point. And get down like maybe about a mile or 2 miles south, you know, going southbound, and there's just this big parking lot of traffic where there was a bottleneck, right? There was like a, you know, a lane closure bottleneck from 3 to 2, and then like some major crash like about a mile up ahead of that. So it sat in that freaking garbage for about another hour, and then that opened up. And then lo and behold, there was another one where it was another bottleneck from 2 lanes into 1, and sat in that for probably about half an hour. So all that just so I could show up at Amazon in fucking Fresno, bobtail, and say, "Hi, here I am, bobtail," like a fucking, like some sort of stupid sick joke, like, and I was the butt of the joke. Like, it was just like, what the, like, whose bright idea was this? Like, I'm already here with like hardly any sleep. Even if I was able to go to sleep exactly at the time that I got down to Fresno, I would have only had 4 hours. And that's after being up since 6:30 or 7 yesterday morning. So yeah, today didn't start off so great. Yeah. And so anyhow, enough of that. I am well anyhow, yeah, I made it down to Bakersfield, and trailer was ready to go, like miraculously. I mean, that was pretty painless picking up the trailer. And then basically got underway and ran up 58 and out to 40, and just been cruising along 40. And now, like I said, I'm on US 95, which is a new route for me. It's one that I've been kind of wanting to do. And basically this is running from 40 for, I don't know, I think maybe like 70 or 80 miles, maybe something like that. And that's going to take me all the way down to 10, and then I'll be taking 10 eastbound directly into Phoenix. And to that I have 197 miles to go. And then whatever, I'll be dropping this trailer off, like I said, picking up another one and bringing that down to Tucson. And Tucson isn't very far from Phoenix. I don't think it's like maybe, I don't know, 50 miles, 60 miles or something like that, maybe even less. So hopefully that'll go off without a hitch, because yeah, this old fart needs some rest. I mean, just yeah. I need some sleep is what it is. It's not that I need rest, I need sleep. Yep. I don't know what it was. I just, for some reason I had a bunch of stuff swirling around the brain, the mind last night. All kinds of, thoughts about shit. Just couldn't seem to turn the brain off. Kept me up a bit, but even then, I mean, shoot, I guess 4 hours would have been better than 2. I mean, but yeah, whatever. So 196 miles to go to Phoenix. It's telling me I got about 3.5 hours left to that, and then as I said, from there I'll be going to Tucson. So yep. But anyhow, it's cool scenery, regardless of how I feel about things. It's cool scenery. I can dig it. Anytime I can get off the interstate is a good time. Yep. I mean, because it's typically for pretty short distances. I mean, the interstates are the arteries, right, of the nation. Those are the main arteries, right? But it's nice to get out off of the beaten path occasionally, even if it's only for 50 miles or 20 miles or 80 miles or whatever. See something different, there's nothing wrong with that. kind of like a roller coaster. I don't know if you can see all the whoops that we go through here, but it's very much like a roller coaster, especially with an air ride seat. Pretty cool. Prepared to stop. Imagine that. I think we got a truck driver up here who is not as familiar with the use of the cruise control feature on his truck on this kind of highway drive, and as he should be. Hey, what speed we going to be set at up there? I'm trying to figure out where I should set this cruise control, between 55 or 62 or 61 or what. Somebody say something, but I couldn't read it. Oh boy. Flagman. Alright, we'll be back in a sec here. Okie dokie, there we go. We're driving European style here. Or maybe more Australian. We're out here in the middle of desert. In any event, we're on the other side of the road. That is not an optical illusion. to get up to speed here. Whoever the lead vehicle is here, I don't know if they're going to actually try to achieve the speed limit or what. Like on a consistent basis even would be nice. I mean, cruise control does work on highways too. I don't know. It would seem that there's always somebody out here who hops on these highways. It's 2 lanes, and they just, I don't know what it is, but that keeps them from being able to maintain a constant speed. I don't know. I guess maybe they're just intimidated by the cross traffic or something. I don't know. By the traffic in the opposite lane, or I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just by nature afraid kind of people. Just by their nature, they're just kind of afraid or something. I don't know. Yep. Well, anyhow, we're up to 30 minutes here already. That didn't take long. It took like 30 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. And once again, I hope you all are doing well. And forgive me for my ventings. And I will see you somewhere down the road. Take care. See you.